Can you imagine if something that happened in the 1940s directly impacted your life today? Well, that's exactly what happened to American Alana Eastwood. She flies to Tübingen, Germany in 1995. Her grandfather has died, and she stays in his home to go through the process of closing out his affairs. A retired doctor, her grandfather was a pack rat. His study is filled with a lifetime of books and papers. She spends days sorting through every bookshelf and drawer and finds just the normal remains of a life well lived, most of it pretty mundane. That is until she comes across a box that belonged to her grand uncle Helmut, who died in World War II. The box is filled with his personal keepsakes, but as she digs deeper, she finds something very odd. It's a 50-year-old letter, and the envelope is unopened. Had Helmut died before the letter arrived? Why wasn't her grandfather curious to open it? Did he never look inside the box? Of course, Alana opened it immediately, as any of us would. Dated at the end of March 1945, the letter is an ambiguous plea to Helmut from someone named Franz, no last name, no return address. He says Berlin will fall soon and there's no one he can trust. Franz has hidden a secret in the trap. He can't give details in case the letter falls into the wrong hands. So he writes to his childhood friend because Helmut is the only person who will understand the meaning of what he calls the trap. He's sorry to burden his old friend with such responsibility, but the world must know the secret. Can you imagine Alana's dilemma? She's in a foreign country, she's just lost the only remaining member of her family, and she opens this mysterious letter that sounds pretty important. She feels obligated to set history straight, but how? All she has is a single name, Franz. When she innocently turns to people for advice, they end up dead. Opening the letter has put into play a chain of events that includes the German police, Zurich investigators, and Mossad, and it's Alana that holds the link to solve the mystery. The trap brings history alive as it draws on a legend from post-war Germany that remains unsolved to this day. Advanced praise for the trap comes from Diane Donovan, senior reviewer at the Midwest Book Review. She says, Steele excels in exploring logical progressions of power, political purpose, and individual dilemma, arriving at intersections where all three facets coalesce in surprising ways. Historical fiction, tempered with mystery, doesn't get much better than this. I'm Andrea Steele, and you can like author Andrea Steele on Facebook for more information. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest in The Trap.